I remember I used to have dreams like a man comes in your dream and start to teach you like having sex. So I started having that desire of having a girlfriend. One day we were at home and this guy came over and drove her to his place. I was inside the house. I didn't even go to work. And before that, I knew because the lady had kids at home, and I had that jealousy in me. I said, if I can do something, I think this man, he has to die.
Hi everybody, welcome back to the Divine Clinic. I'm your host Sophia. Today I have an interesting guest. The first time I met her, oh my goodness, she was this woman who was on fire, and I did not understand why she was on fire. Her prayer life was insane, and I was like, why is she like that? Jumped on board, we prayed together and did together until she told me her testimony, and all of a sudden, it all made sense why she was praying the way she was praying. This is the first episode, and it talks about how she got introduced to something that opened up a door for a lot of things and her ending up in homosexuality. Enjoy it and also be helped. Remember, share it with somebody. This is a testimony worth sharing with your family, friends, anybody that crosses your mind. Share with them, watch with somebody, and I know you're going to be blessed. Hi, Jackie. You're welcome to the Divine Clinic.
Thank you.
I know it was a hassle getting you here since you just flew in yesterday, but I'm so happy that you are here. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Are you happy to be here?
Yeah,
Are you excited?
Yeah, I am excited.
Because I'm excited. So I want us to, I know I've heard most of your testimony. I've had most of the stuff. We've walked together, our journey, but how was your life before we met actually? How did you grow up? How was home like for you? How was your childhood?
I remember when I was 7 years old. Well, I grew up in a family of many people, and we were not that religious, but we are Catholics by then.
Right.
My mom used to take us to the church every Sunday. I can say we were not that spiritual.
Right.
So I remember when I was 7, we used to go with my auntie. After school, she would take me to a local bar, and she had a little kid, and I would go there with her, and I used to carry the baby while she was drinking. So that's
was she working there, or was it you just like escorting her to have some fun?
Yeah, she used to go there to booze.
Okay.
So every afternoon after school. So I remember one day we went there, and she asked me to, like the people who were there asked me to taste. I had like a beer, and it wasn't that good. But that's when I can remember how my life changed, because when I started drinking, it wasn't that easy for me. So at the age of 7, I started drinking.
Your auntie just asks you to test the alcohol at 7 years?
Yes.
Okay.
So from there, I went back every day. We used to go back every day.
And every day you tested?
Yeah, every day. Then when I joined high school,
right.
So it wasn't. So I started drinking that hard at school with friends. So I got to know many stuff. Like, my mind was open to many things. Like I used to like other things. Apart from drinking, I would go out, have fun with friends after school. Sometimes we would come out before holidays and go out to have fun.
And that fun means you were like going out to drink?
Yeah, going out to drink, right. Have fun, and yeah.
Okay, so you joined high school, and then did you you're still living at your auntie's house, right?
Yeah.
And you know about God? Were you going to church on
I used
Sunday?
to leave home. But
Okay.
since we are many, my mom, we were a big family. So in that family, we had our aunties there as well. Yeah. And but I had that thing of drinking. So every time, like, I go back home, like, I have my elders drinking, so I join them.
Right.
Yeah, at the early age.
Did they care if you're not yet of age, or they just let you do it?
No, they didn't. Sometimes, like, they tell you taste, like, in our culture, like, it's good for your health.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So they'll tell you and you also continue.
Yes.
Okay. Did you ever feel like you'd need, besides the time they would give you to test the alcohol, did you go by yourself to start purchasing it or getting it to drink for yourself or introducing it to anybody?
No, it was hard because I used to live with family, so they would not allow you to buy alcohol outside.
Okay, so you only drank with them.
Yeah. I remember I used to have dreams, like, like someone trying to teach you something that you don't even know. And then a man comes in your dream and start to teach you something like like having sex. Yeah, kind of. So I would like watch. I don't know how I got to know this, but I would try to search for, like like pornography movies.
Right.
And I used to watch those kind of movies.
On the phone?
Yeah, on the phone.
Okay,
And
so what made you want to start looking for those things on the phone? At what point did it start? Do you remember?
Yeah, I was in high school. So I had friends. They were in, I think, in senior 6. Then I was in senior 2.
Right.
So I knew that in my mind that I needed friends who were older than me. So and they used to know much. So I would listen to what they know. So I heard them talking about, coupling, having a boyfriend, girlfriend. But this time, it was different. These girls were like in senior 6, and they used to have like rombeto. People would put a sheet around the bed. They are covering. They are inside, and you don't know what they are doing.
Okay, so let me explain it to our viewers who would do that. That is, so in African schools, in African settings, they have, so we would be in high school and we would have like a bunk beds. We call them bunk beds here. And girls would go in there and block off the bunk bed with a bed sheet or a blanket, and they will hide in there. So that's why she's trying to explain that they would go into that thing, and she's going to tell us what they were doing in there. But yeah, so these girls were talking to you about these things. So would you like see these things, or?
Yeah, I used to watch them, like a girl and a girl in the same bed. So I didn't think much what they were doing in there, but
you would see them entering the thing, right?
So we were like friends, girlfriends.
Right.
Yeah. So because I was in that school was for like Catholics in Mitiana. So they didn't allow people to couple.
Right.
But I would see like such behaviors in our
so you were
demonstrations.
exposed to that, like girls having like relationships in their beds, in their rooms, and you were watching.
Yeah.
So you mentioned something about a man coming in your dreams and teaching you like sex. Could you tell us about that? So did this start by your exposure to what the girls were doing, or pornography? What led to that? When did you start encountering that man in your spirit? I mean, in your dreams?
I think I was still young. So at the age of like 13, 12.
That's when you started having the dreams.
So I would see like a man comes in a dream teaching you how to have sex, and that's when I had that desire of watching pornography.
Oh, okay. So this man would come and teach you how to have sex. So you started, when you woke up, you started desiring that.
Yeah.
Okay, and then these girls helped you introduce you to it.
So that was when I was 12,
Okay.
around there.
Yeah.
So then I would go, sneak around, watch those kind of movies using my auntie's phones. Yeah. Then when I joined high school, so the thing started, like I started feeling that I wanted to explore more.
Right.
Like when I went to school, then I joined, I found those girls there and were my friends. And so I used to watch them, and I said, well, I don't know what they are doing, but
in there.
yeah, I would like to know. So because I was still young, and they used to have boys too as well. So like girl to girl coupling, and so they I think my friends, I think, completed senior 6
and left.
So I was left by myself there.
Okay.
Then I did join another school, so that's when it all started.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you leave them, but you're already exposed to that. So you go to this new school. What happens?
So in this
You're
school,
still watching pornography. You're still doing whatever you're doing.
yeah, whenever I get a chance,
You watch it.
when you're in school, so you can't have any phone.
Right.
Yeah.
So what was this, like a boarding school?
Yeah, boarding school.
Okay, so when you went back home, you continued with what?
Yeah, like watching pornography, like having I would say I didn't have friends. Yeah, but only family members.
Right.
Yeah.
Who didn't know what you were doing?
No, nobody.
Okay.
So I started having that desire of having a girlfriend.
Right.
So with this school, we had freedom. So no one would tell us like the other school. So I started. There's my friend. I don't feel like.
No, you don't have to mention the name. It's okay.
So
you don't have to mention the
we
name.
started. There's a thing I had before, like apart from that, I had that passion of helping people, and I would see this man in my dream, but the same thing, I would see like kids around me. I'm taking care of them,
Right.
but I feel like I was like a little girl. So now this thing started. I started seeing it like loving people, but in a different way. So when I saw this girl, I started, like going home, get stuff. Like when you're coming to school, you make sure you come with stuff for her. So she started being my friend, but for her, she thought that we are just friends, So she was like in senior 4 and I was in 3. So we shared the same bed. Like I was sleeping down, then she was up. Then we started.
You shared the
upstairs.
same bunk bed.
Bunk bed, but we later joined. We later started sleeping together
in the same bed.
Yeah, but we didn't do anything.
Right.
But I had that in my mind that one day maybe she'll be my girlfriend.
Right.
But
she had no clue.
No. But like she had love, like loving anybody. Like so in the same school we had like girls who used to love, like they had that same relationship. Like same-sex relationship. Yeah, and for them they were in senior 1. So I would admire them. But one day, because like I told you, I had that, like my friend, I used to love her in a different way. Then so I had like desires, but they didn't come to pass. Because she never thought of that. She never thought that I could love her that way. So
like the thoughts never really crossed her mind because she thought you were just a nice person, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
how did that make you feel?
No, for me, I knew in my mind that
What you
whenever,
wanted.
like, if I do stuff for her, one day she will realize what I was talking
Oh, I
about.
see. I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like those girls, like the ones I told you about. So one day, I think these girls were reported to the head teacher that they are doing stuff which were inappropriate,
Right.
and my auntie called me and said, "What is this I had?" So I was like, I didn't do anything, maybe, you know. Then I was suspended from school. That was in senior 4.
Senior four. Why were you suspended? You say, oh, so they called the head teacher reporting you or the other
So
girls?
they reported me with the other girls.
Oh, that you're sharing a bed.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
So, and the teacher was asking, what do you normally do when you're
When you sleep
together?
together.
I said, I don't know, nothing. So, but there's that girl, I don't remember her name.
You don't have to say her name.
You know, she was really sharp. She knew everything. I
Right.
was like, this girl is really, I want her to be my friend. But because for them, they were young, yeah. But the headmaster he didn't know that we were suspended.
No.
So he said, whoever who was suspended, they have to come back to school.
Right.
So they called me back to school. Then I had to finish my senior 4.
Right.
Then I left. I completed my senior 4. Then I left that school. Yeah.
Okay. So you did not express your feelings for
No.
this girl?
But
Okay.
we shared contacts. So we would talk on phone and everything. But years came by and passed by, and I heard that she got a man and got married.
Oh.
Yeah. So I joined senior 5 and 6. So in senior 5, so I would drink, smoke. So there's this thing they called Cuba. I loved Cuba. So I would use Cuba, and it was like a cigarette, kind
Oh
of.
yeah, I know it because I think it was going around in most of the schools because I used it at some point as well.
So in A level, I joined. So when I
That is
went,
the last 2.
yeah, 2
For
years.
those who don't know, the last 2 years of high school.
So when I joined the school, I came to realize that there were guys over there. So this school was like, it was like a starting school. So they used to like do the adverts. So there were no restrictions. So we would come out, you go out, come in anytime you want. So I found friends there, and these ones, they are really my friends. So we went out and we came back. Then by then I still had that thing
You
in
still had
me,
feelings for
feelings,
girls.
but I never knew how to express them,
Yeah.
because I had nobody to share
To
it
us.
with. So
I want to ask you, did you did you ever feel like this was wrong in the moment, or did you feel it was normal being attracted to the same sex?
yeah,
Did
I
you?
had stories, but I never thought to that extent that is,
It's wrong.
yeah.
Okay, all right, go on, please.
So in my A level, I never practiced it. So
Yes.
those years went by. So then in my vacation, so there's a friend of mine that I used to, like, we are friends, good friends. So I think in senior 6, we are friends like in a dormitory, and we would do stuff together. So then I transferred my feelings to her. So from the other girl who left while I was still in senior 3, yes. So when and I thought the same thing that I would express them, but it never worked out. So she had a really love, you know, like loving anybody. So I thought maybe this one would be a good example. Then, after high school, like I said, in vacation, that's when everything started. So because like when you're done with school, you're home doing nothing. So these friends of the other friend came to her house.
Which one?
The one I told you about, the one we were friends with. We are friends in the dormitory.
The
That was
first girl you had feelings for.
no, the second one.
The
While
second
I
one.
was in high school.
Okay.
So she started coming home. So when she came home, I remember she had those feelings as well, but she never showed them
Expressed
to me.
them.
Yeah. So then we were like doing the same thing, but I never tried it like so. But in vacation, that's when I left Uganda and I came to US.
No, but you don't jump there. You're making us miss the tea. You before the girl, she had feelings for you. You realized she had feelings for you as well.
Yeah.
Did you ever do anything?
No.
So you both left it at that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you travel and come to the US.
So, yeah.
Okay.
So when I came to US, I realized that there's freedom in US. So you could go to watch stuff on your phone.
Yeah.
You can go to work and do stuff. So I started trying to check it out and see what nearby clubs for gay people. So that's when I went to Boston. So I started seeing like, people go there and have fun. So I joined those clubs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quick question. I know I think that's around the time. I don't know if it's around the time we met, but so you saying that you came here and you realized there's freedom.
Yeah.
Had you already identified yourself as gay? Did you feel like you just want to experiment? I want you to, like you say, there was freedom. Did you just want to see how it is to deal with these feelings? Like, why were you looking for gay clubs? Because did you think you're gay? Had you identified yourself to be gay? Like, why did you go to look for the gay clubs?
I don't know, but I had that desire. I wanted to express more.
Okay.
So I said, maybe let me go and visit and see if I could find friends of the same character with me. So
Okay.
So I went to Boston and I found people there. But the thing is, I wasn't that social. So I would go there by myself, come back home. Then what I realized, so one day I was, somebody told me there are these dating sites.
Right.
So I joined one. But the day I joined that, I joined that site, I found a lady there, and she was from Uganda, and I don't know how she got there, but then we started chatting, and she asked me, where are you from? So I lied to her. I said, I'm from Kenya. Yeah, because people thought I was from Kenya,
Right.
my color. I said, okay. So we started chatting, and she asked me to go visit her. And the lady was around here in Waltham.
Right.
So, well, she lived in Belmont, but it was close by
Yeah.
Iso.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Yeah.
And this dating site, was it for only gay people?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we started chatting then from that day. So that day when I went to her house, that's when I realized. So she told me, I loved you, we've been chatting, so I think I love you. So that day, that's when everything happened.
Did you sleep with her?
Yes.
And that was your first time like expressing your feelings in that way?
I remember coming out, and I felt like I'm having that huge desire of this person. Then because we're from the same country,
Yeah.
so it came to me as like something, you know, something or usual. So we would share stuff together.
I see.
And I remember sometimes she would ask me, but why do you like girls? Because for her, she had relationships with men as well. And she had kids as well. Too.
Oh.
And I didn't know that this was not, it wasn't a really relationship, because she told me one day that I'm pursuing for something. So they told me if I join this, I can as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. So she told you she was only using this
Yeah, to get papers. So
to get somewhere. Oh wow.
So that somebody told her that if she joins the group,
Yeah.
it will be easier for her to
get what she wants.
Yes.
How did that make you feel? Didn't you feel used? Because I would be annoyed.
Yeah, I was, because sometimes she would ask me, because she knew that I had the status, and she would ask me like, when are we gonna go to the court to
get married?
Yeah. I said I don't think, because I have a green card. So
right.
Yeah.
Okay, so she was pursuing you to get what she wanted.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that
At
only
first.
happens with men.
Yeah.
The fact that even a woman would do that to a fellow man, that's crazy.
At first, that's what I thought, because that's what she told me.
She told you, right?
Until recently, I realized it. She called me like I was in the marriage preparation, and she was like, "Oh, we can continue." I said, "No."
Ah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sometimes I got mad because she would have she had men, and she told me, you know what, I can't stand this. So me, I'm two-sided. So
okay,
I enjoy both sides. So it was really tough.
So was it like jealousy? You felt?
Yeah, one day
right.
I felt I wanted to at least do something, because one day we were at home and this guy came over and, drove her to his place. I was inside the house. I didn't even go to work.
Right.
Yeah, I was so jealous. I said, wow, this guy is... And before that, I knew, because the lady had kids at home.
Yeah.
And she was married.
Right.
Yeah.
I wonder what the husband was thinking about in Uganda. Like, my wife is in Uganda. I mean, like, he thinks the woman has, I have a wife in America and all that, and the woman is out here doing that. I feel like that is crazy, because did the husband know about it? Did you ever hear them talking? Or?
I don't think so, because one day we talked about like going to Uganda. I told her I'm going to visit my family.
Right.
And she said, I don't want you to come near my family.
Oh.
Because of this. Yeah.
So this was like a secret.
Yeah.
A secret relation, a secret affair. Wow, that is crazy.
When I got into this relationship, I had to leave home and got a place for myself. So, and I think when the devil is after you, he can plan everything.
Right.
So that lady, the same time where she used to live, they were renovating the house. So they told them to leave. So that's when she told me everything. I said, okay, that's okay. After all, I can do it. So I went to get a place and we started living together. Yeah. But she used to go out with men. So that was really hard on my side. So,
Right.
and she said, there's nothing I can do. This is what I know better, but I can try this too as well if you want. So it was a tough time,
Yeah.
Then I had a issue with drinking, but at the same time I was working, going to school, and it was really tough on my side. So I had to think of a solution to get over everything. So I would think of how I am drinking so heavily. One time I go to school and I remember reading everything before. Then go to school, I don't remember anything. And I'd be like, what happened? So I went and Google on YouTube. I tried to check and see what
is
could be the reason. Then I realized that drinking too much, you start
losing your mind.
like your mind, like alcohol erases everything, so it can delete everything in your mind. So I said, how can I stop drinking? Then in my mind I thought maybe if I start watching these like horrible videos of people like on their last minute with drinking, like what alcohol has done to their life, maybe I will stop. Then I started watching them. I one day
hold on, that is crazy. Like when you are at your moment of I need to get rid of whatever is going on in my life, I'm over drinking, the thought that came after that came in your head was to watch people dying on their on their deathbeds.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Were you introduced to church by now? Because I know your sister and auntie were going to church. Were you introduced to church by then?
Yeah, I didn't tell you that. So when
because
when
I
we came
remember.
here, so we joined one
The
of the
church,
church. Yeah, in here.
Mm.
So and churches, they're really boring. When you're not a Christian, you can go there. But I used to go there while drunk. So I had a booze on my head. Then I joined church, and everything. I didn't feel it. I would go there just to make my mom happy.
Okay, because she was coming to church.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you, when you went to church, did they ever ask you to give your life to Christ or anything, or you just was going just a church goer?
No, they thought I was a born again Christian.
They thought.
Yeah.
Okay. We can finish a whole service and without asking people to give their lives to Christ, because how are you in church, right?
Yeah.
How are we in church and we just assume you're born again and we see a new person and we don't even make an altar call at the end. And I think that is where we need to improve as the church.
Right.
Every day, every time somebody walks into church, we shouldn't just assume that they've given their lives to Christ because they are there.
Yeah.
Because here you are, non-born again, no one asks you to give your life to Christ, and you continue in your situation.
Yeah,
that is pretty sad. I just thought I would point out that.
Coming to church every Sunday.
Oh, you were coming to church every Sunday?
Yeah, like not even, you don't even know Christ. But like the church, they think that you're born again Christian, even your parents.
No.
Yeah, because I remember my mother gave her life to Christ when I was still a child. But by then, she left us.
Okay.
Then she later came back. Now she would tell us, go to this church.
Yes.
Yeah, we need a miracle, but not for prayer.
Right.
But you go there because you have an urgency.
To
Yeah,
pray.
you want to take care of so.
And
you go over there.
Our guest we just had recently, she said there is at a certain point in her life that her mom sat her down at a very young age and asked her, are you born again? Are you born again? And she asked me, are you born again? And is it for me or because you actually know God? And you see, now I see, I saw it then, but even now I see the importance because people, they just assume recommending you to church, yet you aren't born again.
And even our parents think that we are born again. Since
Yet you're not.
Yeah.
So you continue coming to church every Sunday, but now let us go back to that part you said, the videos. You said you're going to watch videos, people at their deathbeds, right?
Yeah.
How did that work out for you?
So it worked for me. So I stopped drinking for like 3 months. Then I realized I had that craving, like the urge, like whenever I pass by a liquor store, I felt like I wanted to buy something.
And there are so many around here.
Yeah, something was driving me there. After 3 months, I was pursuing. I went to school for criminal justice. So
Right.
to me, I don't even know why I joined that school for sure, but I wanted me to be somebody. And I had, so to me, I don't know what was driving me to do everything, going to school for the course God did not call me for. So, but in me, I thought maybe if I become a police officer, I'll be somebody different.
Right.
So I'll be having all the authority and everything. But that's what I thought.
Right.
So after 3 months, I resumed. So this time it was heavy. So I used to buy liquors, like the white liquor. Then I started with, local wine
Yeah.
when I was still young. So like when I joined US, I started drinking liquor.
Hard liquor.
Hard liquor. Then I started with a small bottle. Then it increased to a bigger one. So I would drink this for like a day. But then it came to an extent like I had to take like 2 a day. And like the big ones.
The big ones, right.
Now I said in my mind that something is wrong. That's when I got to join those videos. And I thought maybe it will help me out. But I remember I still had that man coming in my dream while I was here. And not only like having those desires.
The man that was teaching you that sex positions and stuff,
Yeah.
he's still coming to you even up to now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it didn't help. It didn't help me out. So
after 3 months, you went back.
I went back. So, and I had that thought in me that you can change. And I never knew how I can go over it. So, and I used to watch motivation videos. You can do better. But it didn't work out. It didn't help me out. So, and I decided to counsel myself, this is how US is. You go to work, come back, have one booze, 2, go to bed, then that's a routine thing.
Right. Quick question. So when you were in this period of time, did you ever get attracted to any other person apart from that person you are with? Did you, like, since you are now being treated right in the relationship, did you ever stray? Did you see any other people?
Yeah, I used to have a boyfriend here. So yeah, I used to have a boyfriend, and I think we joined because we had that interaction we used to talk about business. So he would tell me, you're so intelligent. How do you get to know this? So that's when we came together. So I realized that whenever I booze, I need to have sex with somebody.
So whenever you drink, you would want to have sex with a man, not a woman?
Both. Whoever comes. We used to be friends with that guy, and then he started asking me to go out. So that's when we started the relationship. But it wasn't a serious relationship. So it was a relationship whereby you call him, he comes to your house, he stays there, but at around 3 a.m., you tell him, you know what, you have to go. And I didn't know why, because I had that thing in mind that I don't have to be with people. Yeah. So he would come to my place. So we did what we did. So he left. That's how it was. So
okay, but you were also still going to the other woman as well.
So yeah, I used to do both of stuff.
Okay.
So the lady, she would go to work,
and you call the guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Then while I was still struggling with that, so I talked to her, and she said, I don't know, but I think we should get married. Right. So I remember every time she talks about that, my mind clicks.
Goes to.
Like, I had that, I didn't want it to get married to her. So I felt like if we have this relationship, I don't know why, every time she would tell me that, I say, something comes in and we forget about it. Yeah. So now I have this mind in me, like I need to change. I don't know how to do it.
Right.
I remember one day, like, there's a guy who came to the house, and I picked her up, and I was so mad. You know, like, I felt, I had that jealousy in me. I said, if I can do something, I think this man, he has to die. You know those kind of thoughts.
Because he came to take the woman,
yeah,
right?
the guy would come, take the lady, and the lady comes and tell, she was open. She was like, I'm going out with this guy, and I love men, so there's nothing we can do. Now, in me, I was like,
You need to do something to the man.
yeah. And I was like, I was sick and tired of that relationship because of the cheating and stuff. Then one day I went to Africa. So when I went there, let me tell you, homosexuality is everywhere. Now, this is the friend I had in school, in high school. When I came here, she went to work in Dubai. So she later, we were on phone talking, but I never told her what I'm into here. So one day she told me, you know what, I'm going back home. My contract is done. I said, maybe I can join her, just to have fun. And by then I had kids that I was taking care of in Africa. So I said, okay, let me go. And started, I go visit my family. I never knew that this girl had that desire about me. And we started having a relationship. Remember, I have a relationship here.
With a married woman?
Yeah.
With a man? And now you have another one in Africa?
Yeah.
With a girl?
So we started a relationship, but
wow.
The thing was, she was so jealousy. And, she, will not allow you to have any conversation with anybody. So I said...
Did she find out about the ones that were here in Africa?
She never. She never thought it. So I told her, this is something new. Yeah, I feel like I'm experiencing it. Yes, I'm beginning to, But I didn't tell her about the relationship. Then not only her, there was another girl too. I don't know how. I didn't even come to them, telling them, I love you, whatever. But there's this wrong feeling. Yeah. Those girls used to come to me. And this girl, after her, I had another one I slept with too.
In Africa?
Yeah. And I think this girl knew about it, and she started saying that I'm not good for her. For me, I didn't care because I was there for months. I knew that I was coming back. So when I left, we started a relationship with her. Now, when I came back here, the relationship continued, and then she knew about it, and she was saying, "What is this girl you're talking to?" I said, "My friend, So because she told me she didn't like me, like she had a reason why she was doing that. So I said, okay. I told her, you know what? You told me you don't love me, so I decided to find somebody. Then she got mad, and we had a fight at home. So I said, I remember when this relationship, and you said, so that means you were the first person I experienced everything with. So, but you don't love me, so that day I realized that she told me, before I never loved you, but right now I have your feelings. I said, now I'm confused because I get somebody. So we were like in that chaos. So I decided to tell her about her. I told her, I have somebody here, stop calling me.
Right.
And she was like, no, I love you too as well. So I was confused. But again, I had that mind in me, you have to change. So things didn't work out well. One day I was at home. Because she worked on Sundays. So, and Sundays are the days I used to drink a lot. Those are the days I was at home having fun. So I used to drink a lot. And one day, I think one Sunday, I had a booze, like I had liquor. So the big one. It wasn't enough. I went back to the liquor, so I bought another one. So I took both of them. I had them, two of them. Then in the morning on Monday, because my routine was in the morning I have to work, drive Uber, go to school, then come back and work. I had two jobs. Then that Sunday, the following day, Monday, I saw those bottles because I used to throw them away after drinking that same night. So this night, I didn't throw them away, so I kept them there. I don't know, for some reason. So when I saw those bottles, I was like, what are you turning into? So my mind started coming back. So I had to take a shower, left the house. So I had a guy I was taking to the airport. So while I was driving him there, I started thinking, how am I going to stop drinking? But the thing I had in mind, not to stop the relationship, but
To just stop drinking.
yeah. So I thought about it. Then I had someone telling me, while I was driving, the atmosphere, like it was quiet, like Uber, you don't have to have music on. I had somebody telling me, accept Christ, be a born again.
Wow.
I said, no. I said, I can't become a born again because
Thank you so much for watching. Unfortunately, that's all the time we had. If you'd noticed, she was talking about how she got exposed to homosexuality. And next week, she's going to talk about her deliverance, what helped her get delivered, how she got introduced to, Christ, and how that helped her get delivered. And again, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, especially if you are struggling with such a problem. And I believe she's not even only talking about homosexuality, but a lot of things can be delivered in such a way. So don't forget to subscribe so that when we share the deliverance episode, you will be the first to know. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. See you next time.